you got like a mustache going on.
I do?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Hello, welcome back. This is episode we don't know of Pro vs. Am mini-series featuring Cam. You guys seem to love the first one. Thank you for your feedback. And we're actually at Cameraman Cam's house in Vermont.
Yes, we are.
He keeps claiming he needs a pay raise, but based on this piece of property in the house, he's not doing himself any justice with...
Guys, I live with my parents, all right?
So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna work we'll call it a rough, loamy turn. I'm not gonna call it sand, especially with my European viewers. I don't want to have you guys attack me in saying that this is sand, because we know it's not as sandy as Belgium, okay? We get it. But Cam, you threw down some mulch here?
It's literally just mulch.
Which it's really nice mulch though. Like usually you throw mulch on a track and it's not good. This corner is sweet. So we're gonna do a couple passes at the inside rut and a couple passes at the outside. The outside's more of a berm, the inside's really rough coming in and more of a rut, we'll call it. So the way this works is Cam will go through no instruction at all. We'll see how the amateur does, and then the pro will do it, and hopefully I don't mess up too bad. And then we'll give Cam some tips, and then he'll go back out and try to apply those tips and see if he can do any better.
Yep.
So far he has not done well in this turn.
No.
But neither have I. So
I've not done well. The inside, I stalled it once. Also, I built this corner yesterday, and this is like my 6th time hitting it, probably.
Gotta learn it quick, folks. You only have a few laps of practice at a race, so how many times have you hit it so far today? 7?
7 maybe, 6, 7.
That's more than enough to learn it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see it. 2 inside, 2 outside, or vice versa. Okay. Oh, by the way, folks, this is, I bought these Rode Wireless Go mics, because I'm just a big spender nowadays on the tech equipment, getting full into this vlog life. It's very windy today, so this is a true test. Hopefully, fingers crossed, these things sound really good, but what's cool is like the range on these things are pretty unreal. Don't know why I'm trying to sell you guys Rode equipment here.
Not my best corner.
You don't think?
No.
I'm not gonna say too much yet. I'll show you how it's done, I hope. I mean,
I kind of blew out the middle of the outside, to be honest.
Not gonna lie, I was pretty impressed by that. And the advice I was going to give you, without telling you too much right now, I think you fixed yourself without me having to tell you. All right, let's give her a go. So what, couple insides, couple outsides?
Yeah.
All right, have fun. Oh, by the way, shout out Kip for the bike. Don't worry, I'm taking care of it.
Yep.
Let's hope I don't tip over.
That would be funny. Your mic keeps flipping out.
I know. Am I doing it wrong?
Have we acknowledged the fact that we're matching it?
Yeah. How do we look, guys?
Not bad, right?
Shout out O'Neill.
Who wore it better? Don't answer that question.
Every time he hit it, with this being just straight mulch, there's not much hold to it. So every time, and by the way, this is nothing against your riding because you were extremely smooth, but naturally it kept getting closer and closer and closer to the edge. And I knew that's why I went to the back side of it.
Yeah.
While you were riding, because I'm like, this thing's not gonna hold. Very first time around the outside, when I went to stand up, it just blew right through. But the inside, the biggest thing I was gonna tell Cam was that the reason you sucked in it at first is because, do you know why?
I mean,
it has to do with the entry.
Yeah, I definitely think in the braking bumps, I drove my knees forward, but.
Okay, something else.
Something else? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You stopped doing it. And
what was I don't know. I should know. You're gonna give me crap.
So you were dragging the rear brake into the outside, and especially the rear, and dragging the rear brake, it was just throwing your whole body to the front. It was messing everything up. And then once the camera came on, you dragged the rear brake once, and then after that, you stopped using it altogether. Because the advice I was gonna give you is that I don't touch my rear brake at all coming through here. Anytime that I know it's gonna get rough, yeah, all I do is I downshift from 4th to 3rd, and I just use the front brake a tiny bit going into the turn, no rear at all.
Oh.
And you started to not touch it.
Okay. I figured that out on the inside. The outside I thought I was still on it, but maybe not hard.
You might have been, but as soon as you got to the darker mulch, you were off of it. The other differences were subtle. I mean, he was super, super smooth. He was also doing a great job of, although his elbows are naturally lie a little bit lower than mine, so you don't look quite as cool as I do.
That's okay. I'm just trying.
You would still do a really good job of staying centered. So most amateurs, you know, would come in and just kind of like, first of all, come in too hot, brake too aggressive, and then the big mistake is when the elbow starts to drop and the head starts to go, and that's when you start like blowing turns out or just like tipping over and making big mistakes. You weren't doing that. That's why that line stayed super smooth. The outside, that was gonna happen regardless, no matter how smooth you were going to be. And then the only other thing I do different is I try to leave my feet on the pegs more, and that becomes just a preference thing. This is a difficult turn to man up, so to speak, and like keep your feet on.
You know how like the inside kind of has like a double turn going on?
Yeah.
Like standing I sat at the first one, you stood all the way to the second one.
I think for me, anytime, and I always tell my students this, anytime like I'm questionable on the grip of the dirt or like the angle of the first part of the rut, I will always stand. That's why I don't think I was sitting until the very end.
Yeah, no, you sat and kind of popped out nice.
Yeah, of all the Pro versus AMs, this is definitely the closest we've been. That was good. I'm gonna get roasted that I blew a turnout, but that was not my fault.
Do you have anything to send me back out, or do you want to like do a little edit of us ripping?
Two tips I would give you is feet on, and try to be a little bit more squared up. So you tend to ride here.
Yeah.
Try to change your grip a little bit and just try to square up the elbows a little bit more.
Okay.
And with that, sit forward maybe an inch more than you were.
Okay.
You should be more closer to 90 degrees as opposed to this.
Okay.
So, obtuse.
Obtuse?
We don't want to be too obtuse with the elbows. You like that? You like that lingo?
Is that correct?
I think so.
I didn't go to
Acute,
college.
obtuse.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
I was
And he went to
homeschooled too. You like that?
Yeah, there you go.
Dropping some knowledge on you, YouTube. Okay.
So let's do this. Want to just like...
Do you want to go together?
Yeah, you want to just rip it a few times? I'll make like a little edit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Try the outside because it's basically impossible. So what you're gonna have to do on the outside, this is my tip as well. If you guys encounter a corner that's blown out as badly as this one is, notice how the first part of it has an embankment and the end of the berm has one as well. What you have to do is use the first part to make the pivot and skip out on the second one. What you don't want to do is do what I did that last time, which is end up in that divot.
Gotcha.
We need to create a berm that's 2 feet further inside in the middle, and it should bank back up pretty quick.
We can create that, yeah.
Okay. Where you headed?
I just want to see this rut.
Oh, it's deep. Yeah,
dude.
I wasn't kidding when I said.
Wow, look at that, bro. Look at this thing. It's like all up like. Dang.
Put grass seed down.
There you go.
Yeah, it's good boot depth.
Yeah, dude. I've wanted a corner this rough for so long.
Yeah, it's good.
Dude, look at that. Oh my gosh. That's gnarly.
Pretty darn good.
I figured out the feet on the pegs on the inside.
Yeah, really
Also the
good.
line on the, it's a lot better now.
When it's this loamy, it's going to be ever changing. So like every time you come through here, it is going to feel a little bit different because it's never going to have hold. Where if you have clay, it starts soft, it gets hard, and then you can kind of rely on it being the same. It's going to be different every single time. It's basically like riding sand. But your last couple with feet on were really, really good. This is going to be probably one of the closer ones we'll do. As far, I felt like he was doing it equally as well as I was, if not better half the time. I didn't feel like I was doing anything special here at all. It's just a matter of trying to gain time where it's easy, AKA the entry and the exit, and then just being really smooth and patient and neutral in the corner itself because it's so easy to make mistakes here. So, how'd you feel at the end?
Oh man, when I got the feet on the pegs, I was like, that's how we do it.
Well, from your first one 20 minutes ago to that,
Yeah.
Different person.
Much better.
All right, guys. Well, that's
Fun
Pro versus Am mini-series with Cam. Hopefully we'll have a little jingle for you guys.
One of these.
Well, I'm having a logo made up right now. So we'll have a logo maybe
that's awesome.
for this one for the intro, but we need to get a jingle made up.
Oh, dude, we can have a podcast.
We have any jingle makers out there?
All sorts of stuff.
Somebody make us a jingle out there, would you? Subscribe, por favor. Subscribe to Cameraman's Cam channel. Where are you at?
As of recording this, I'm at like almost 29, I think, 100. So like almost 3,000.
Not too shabby. Let's get Cam to 3,000. And let's get me to 70. I think by the time this comes out, we should be very, very close. So thank you guys. And we shall see you whenever the heck, next video. All right, toodaloo.